What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the back nine out here at Angry Beaver. We are currently +1 with 3 birdies and 4 bogey strokes. So a bogey and then a quadruple bogey where we had a bad kick out of bounds and things just weren't looking good for us. So I'm happy with our play so far, feeling good with putting and all that kind of stuff. Thank you guys for stopping by and supporting the channel. Let's get into the back nine here and see if we can finish up under par. That would be sick. Let's do it. All right, so gonna start off here with the bounty. We got the Vine Lore bounty. This thing's money. Gonna aim down the left side, flat, really smooth, and see if we can push this down there. Now stable up. You're not that understable. I don't know what it did. I leaned over here to see if I saw it go through. It might have hit something. Oof, that was real close to being solid. All right, I didn't see it kick back to the middle. I looked to the right as it must have come down. I'm gonna take the slammer here and just throw it down there for a putt. Man, at slow speeds, that thing is like understable. Like I feel like if I threw this on the same angle, and that's a bounty. That's interesting. All right, so about 15 feet here. Easy putt, but you still gotta focus. Okay. All right, so first I'm gonna throw the stag here, down the left side with some power, maybe a little bit of ante. Try and push it down there. And then I'm gonna try throwing a different disc that I'm interested to see how it'll fly. Sick shot. Now sit right there. That'll give me a sidearm in. Yeah, money, dude. Nice shot. All right, now I wanna throw this king down the left gap on some big ante because I think it'll be crazy. Or do I wanna throw a sidearm with it? No, I want to try the backhand because it'll hold it. Look at that. Woo! All right, so back in the woods here, about 300 and, where's the thing? About 330 feet, small gap right through here that we need to throw a sidearm through that pans. Okay, do you guys ever experience this where you just start throwing a new disc and you're like having fun with it, so you execute 6 shots? That's this king right now as I randomly throw it and do really cool things. So I'm gonna try throwing this through here with some power, have it pan. We'll see if we can give ourselves a little shot. Like, yes, this is a distance driver. It is also 330 feet and I'm trying to throw a smooth sidearm, so I'm not trying to power a fairway down there. So let's see what we can do with this. See if we can make a fun shot happen. Now stable up. Come on! I'm an animal. I'm an absolute animal. All right, I'm walking y'all through this. So we just went through this gap right here, okay, 330 feet. It opens up. Now we're walking through here, okay? This is what this disc just did. And then it says, oh, I probably shouldn't go through this gap anymore. And it cuts right through here, which is exactly what I knew it was gonna do. I love the layout of this fairway. We pan through here. The disc starts running out of speed and then makes its way right there next to the basket. If you have played this hole before, you know how incredible and technical of a shot that just was. I called it, I executed it. Let's freaking go. Like, guys, I'm telling you, man, that was incredible. It's all about knowing your discs, how they fly, and manipulating them. Like, that was, I'm so amped. That's why I play disc golf right there. That is why I play disc golf right there. Okay, so on this hole, they opened up the backhand line just a little bit. To me, I still don't really see it, but it's there. I'm gonna take this hybrid evader that's kind of flippy, throw it on a hyzer, and it should just hold that hyzer angle the whole way down there. It's a little bit safer going down the right. It's a very tough two going down the left. I have gotten it many times, but I've also gotten fives because I went down the left. The right side is a little bit easier. See if we can throw this down there on a hyzer and have it push to the basket. 333. All right, so it nicked something, but that's a par, which is okay on this hole. All right, so this is just a layup from here. Not really going for it or anything like that. No need to risk hitting trees or anything, so that'll be a par. All right. So we're even, y'all. And we've gotten 4 birdies this round. Let's go. Okay, so this hole seems really straightforward. When I played in my last tournament here with Michael Johansson and Brian Schweberger, they both got 4s on this. And like, that's crazy to think of how technical those guys are, but how easily that happens out here. You just have to throw a disc straight and have it stable up at the end of its flight. Seems very simple, but sometimes it's not. What are you doing? Please come back. All right, that's a par, but like, what is going on, man? Here's what I think I need to do. And I'm gonna show y'all both of these. I'm gonna take my stag, I'm gonna throw it nice and easy, okay? Just nice and fluid. That disc is probably parked. But Molt, it's 308 feet. You shouldn't throw a fairway. It's parked. I'm gonna take my evader. Throw it nice and easy. But Molt, it's 308 feet. You should be throwing a mid. It's parked. We need to work on getting these mentalities out of our heads sometimes of which disc to throw. Like, that happened 2 holes ago where I threw a max distance driver through the woods 330 feet and parked the hole. If you take a step back and you think about it, it's like, why would you, that doesn't make any sense. But I executed the shot. I just executed that shot twice, throwing slow and smooth with neutral to understable fairway drivers. And they're both probably within circle 1. All right, so one of them is a little bit short, probably about 50 away. And then the stag is right there, just inside of the circle. And then the EMAC, which I just did a really poor job of throwing, is all the way over here. So not good, but I'm gonna try and give this a little hyzer putt. See if we can get cheeky here. Sit down, please. Dude, that was a sick putt. No, EMAC truth time, nah. Dude, that was money. So I needed a little bit more height on that, but this branch right here scared me. So that's why we came up just a little bit short at the basket. But a par's here fine. A par's here fine? In the world? A par here is fine. But yeah, I don't know, man. We're working on our game. I feel like we're learning a lot. All right, throwing the rive here. And gonna try and hit this gap with a hyzer and get it down there. Ah! Hyzer might not have been the best choice. Probably should have tried to throw it flat. All right, throwing a flippy shot with my Sampo here. Sampo. Just gonna try and push through the woods. All right, we're in the fairway. All right, so honestly, not a bad shot from back there. Yeah, honestly, not a bad shot from back there. We'll give this a little soft bid. See if we can make it. Nope. That's right, par in this hole is good. If you can get the birdie, it's sick, but. All right. So we're still even, which is not too shabby with how many bogeys we've had. So I'm gonna play this kind of like I said I wished I'd played 13. Just throwing a nice, smooth fairway driver. Getting it down there, letting it carry. This is a real tough birdie. So honestly, like, it's a real tough birdie and a real easy bogey. So you gotta play this one super smart. I think throwing this hybrid evader will be a good idea, and I think it'll push down there for us. Come on. Let's go, dude. Okay, so this was a really good shot with very little effort. I would like to get across the creek to the first island. And I think throwing a little, maybe a sidearm flex with the EMAC is good. Is no out of bounds on the right side, so I'm not worried about that. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna step out, throw the EMAC on a sidearm, and just try and make it across. Because it's kind of scary pushing the edge of this and then still having to execute a shot up to the basket. And so for me, the likelihood of getting over the creek with this EMAC is better than my second shot from this side, I think. All right. Now sit down. Dude, let's go. I cannot wait to show that to you guys. Oh my gosh. Look at this, guys. Unbelievable approach shot right there. We've got a circle edge putt. All right, so I've already made putts this long today. So let's freaking get it, dude. Come on. Nice, committed, full breath. Dude, that was so many chains for a birdie. Oh. My aim point. So since it was a longer putt, since that's about 35, normally I aim right here and I get the pan. But because of how much further that was, I should have aimed here and it would have panned over here and then come in right there. Gosh, hey, par on this is good. That was an unbelievable approach shot. I can't be mad with that. Can I be frustrated? Yes. So now that I've been throwing it a little bit more, this hybrid evader is like money. And I feel like this is a perfect hole for it because it's a little bit understable, but we're going so severely uphill that the stability of the disc won't come into play as much. So I should just be able to throw this straight, nice and smooth up the hill, give us a birdie putt. And that was exactly where I was aiming. But since it didn't get understable, if I'd aimed down the middle, that would have been money. So that's my normal aim point. Since we're going uphill, I even said it was gonna get more stable. So I should have aimed down the middle. That's all right. All right, I'm gonna throw this Ruby again that we threw earlier in the round in the last video. and just try and get us down there by the basket. Okay, that's a putt. So I threw the stag right after throwing that, and we got it right here, so it's potential. All right, there's a par for us. 2 more holes. We've birdied both of them, but we need to go into them with a clear mind and figure out what we want to do. All right, so I'm gonna throw the adder on this one. I really want to hug this right side, but that's super scary. So I'm just gonna try and get it out there through the gap and give us a shot. Come on, no trees? Yeah, that's sick. That's right by the bridge. Okay, so this is definitely makeable. Let's see if we can get it. A little awkward against this tree, but that's all right. I'm not gonna go to straddle for this. Money. Yes! Dude, I am feeling good. Mental games, dude. Let's go. 1 down. Come on. Okay, so I'm gonna try a couple of shots off of this tee, but the one that I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna throw this king, and I'm gonna throw it flat down the right side and let it pan, and then come out of it down by the by that sewer grate. Come on, come on. Okay, that's fine. All right, so little too flat. That was a sick shot, is it not? All right, so we're probably 400 feet from the basket here. So I'm just playing for par now. This king doesn't really flip up if you throw it on a hyzer. So I'm gonna throw it on a hyzer, just push out there. Maybe it'll glide a little bit more for us and get us down there. Oh, it does flip up. No! Okay, that's on the edge. Holy cow. All right, so we're about 200 out. I'm gonna take my felon, throw it on a little flex line, and get us right down there by the basket. Sit down. Oh, okay, threw it a little bit high, but that's a putt for par. Well guys, I left myself with a putt, which is a little bit frustrating because I didn't need to do that. I know how stable this felon is, so I should have been able to execute that shot. Kind of an awkward lie here. Actually a very awkward lie, but we can still do our normal putt. You're joking. You're actually absolutely joking. Oh my gosh. Oh. Now we're gonna finish even par. I didn't even go out of bounds and I got a bogey on this. That's brutal. I don't blame it on the king shot because I was still in a good spot. I needed to commit more to this and I didn't. Even so, even out here is like high 990s, some rounds 1,000, depends if you look back at the last tournament. So I'm honestly really, really happy with this round. I haven't played in a bit since DDO, or like really played and gone out and tried to focus, and I feel good. I feel really good. Couple of bad holes, but man, let's freaking go.